habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can say.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Brooklyn Bulls and the Denver Broncos. We go from Denver. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. First down. McDonald. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Locke and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Locke working out of the gun. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Then it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
2nd and 10.
Locke will try again on second down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
44 yards.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, and see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. They may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald will get this to his running back, Calais. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
That catch good for only a couple. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8.
At the 8-yard line.
Block with a quick throw out to Judy. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
On first down, it's Ward. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
The tackle.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Locke hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Now Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First due.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now this one complete to Corey Davis, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. From the gun, it's McDonald. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the ground, it's Calais. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Flushed out right. And it's caught. Touchdown.
McDonald's pass.
Raymond Calais, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10. at their own.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Locke. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Ward. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up the screen to Calais. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
At the Broncos 26
to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
McDonald's pass.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
7-yard line.
They run with Calais. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. And that's going to be caught. Oh, one-handed grab there, and he's got it for the touchdown.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll run on 1st down. Ward. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Locke gonna throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he goes out right around the 39. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 1st down, Locke. That's complete to Ward.
Locke pass.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the curl, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Watch the run,
Now Locke again. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's Judy complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Locke looks to throw it again. And incomplete on the deep ball. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
1st and goal.
He got 29 yards that time. Again, it's Locke. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
The score, Bulls 21, Broncos 16.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over 1st down and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, McDonald. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
To throw on 2nd down. McDonald looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
A gain of
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A toss left. Henry. 1st down and much more for Henry. He's at the 30 and down to the 19-yard line. It's a big run that time by Henry. 43 yards on the ground. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 3rd down, McDonald. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
From the gun, Locke. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Check 55, Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Operating from the gun, Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Right there. 54, Mike. You got nothing to run. You got nothing. Check. Mike's 5-4.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. Flush to his right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Check. Lucky.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Now from the 7 goal. Again on the ground, again it's Ward. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, block, and he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded in the end zone. Oh, a nice spin. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, McDonald, and that'll be incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Lock. That's going to be caught by Judy. The 30. The 20.
One play at a time. Here we go.
On the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, 76 yards. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Well, hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now Ward. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
He'll get this to Ward. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
2 yards.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, they really could have turned this one upside down. Back to throw. Lock. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
They run it with Ward. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
3rd and 5.
To throw is Lock. Open man Hamler, that's complete. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Today's final score.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Broncos, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.